in 2024.
This time last year there had been a 4 or 5 month run-up in the lead-up to the gather round, but this year we've had a full 12-month run-up, and I think that only builds the anticipation, but more than that, I think it sets the stage for a really well-organised event throughout the course of the weekend.
The Prime Minister has used a phone call with his Israeli counterpart to express Australia's outrage at the death of a citizen in Gaza. Melbourne-born Zomi Franken was one of 7 people killed in an Israeli airstrike. The IDF claims it misidentified the marked convoy in the dark. Federal opposition leader Peter Dutton says it's a tragedy, but Hamas is ultimately to blame because it started the war.
Our thoughts, our prayers and condolences obviously go out to Zomi's family and to her friends and to those who are there serving at the moment in harm's way. Of course, Hamas continues to hold hostages, and they should be released immediately so that a ceasefire can be entered into.
There are concerns the quality and integrity of university study is being threatened by cheating websites. Danae Geddes reports.
Some university students are turning to the black market to purchase assignments and essays. All it takes is a simple Google search to find a range of services for any subject, which can be purchased for around $120. Laws were introduced to ban cheating services in 2021, but more than 95% of students who access assignments online aren't being caught. Those operating the sites can face fines of up to $100,000 or 2 years jail time. Lecturers say the services are compromising academic integrity, and measures to try and stop their use aren't working.
ABBA could be heading to Las Vegas. The band members are reportedly in talks to sign a major deal to bring their hologram show to the Strip. It's currently playing at a custom-built ABBA arena in London. Now turning to 5AA's sport, the Gather Round opener is a chance for the Crows to get their season back on track. They'll have a captain's run at Glenelg Oval tonight before facing Melbourne tomorrow night. Their opponents also train today, and both sides will name their teams tonight. Port play Essendon on Friday night. Port chairman David Koch is a big fan of Gather Round and thinks it should stay in Adelaide permanently.
That is the view within the AFL at the moment. They are over the moon of how successful it is. So Gather Round, I think, is firmly ensconced in South Australia for the foreseeable future.
Not satisfied with hosting the opening round, Swans coach John Longmire wants to see the Gather Round brought to Sydney. He says he'd love to see the New South Wales government make a play for the event.
Wonderful for South Australian footy. It's wonderful for the city, wonderful for the state. And at some point in time, down the track, if that was in Sydney, I just think it'd be great for the code, and it is the most competitive sporting market in the world here.
Meantime, Sydney midfielder James Rowbottom has signed a 4-year contract extension, keeping him at the Swans until 2028. That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Mile End, a broken down truck on South Road near Henley Beach Road, heavy lane in all directions there. At Payneham, Burstwater Main, Payneham Road near Albert Street, right-hand lane closed both ways. And works at Cowan-Dillon, Narrowend Road near Southern Rapid Drive, speeds at 40. Getting busy at the moment, South Road at Edwardstown with cameras Marion Road, Glynn and North East Road at Modbury. When the lucky country isn't so lucky you're with Amy. Before buying insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA's forecast, a light shower or two clearing this afternoon, partly cloudy tomorrow 22, Friday sunny and 24, Saturday sunny and 25. Right now it's 21 degrees. Now let's check what's happening on 9 News tonight.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
The 5AA Sports Show, Stephen Rowe and Tim Jennifer.
Let's pull the Band-Aid off. Crows lost to Freo, for me, was eyes closed, their worst defeat for this year. Crows kicked 34 points, 4-10. They've kicked 54 points, 77 points, now 34 points, against teams that didn't make the 8 last year.
The 5AA Sports Show.
There's no leading patch, we've got no shape in front of the footy, behind the bloody footy.
Weekdays from 4 p.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Tina. The Tina Turner musical is rolling into Adelaide in 3 weeks. This heart-pumping production celebrates the inspiring life story of Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll. Featuring more than 20 of her iconic songs, Tina is guaranteed to raise the roof at the Festival Theatre. Opens April 24. Book at Ticketek. It's simply the best.
Easy, settle down. Who are you?
Jack the Crack. Whoa, nice straight walls you've got there.
What are you doing?
Messing up your house, compromising its integrity.
Why?
See that little crack there in the corner? That's all I needed.
But...
Step aside, please.
Don't let cracks ruin your home. Adelaide Screw Piling will underpin your foundation, saving you thousands. Fully licensed, servicing all suburbs. Go to adelaidescrewpiling.com.au.
New Zealand. Spectacular, safe, friendly and the perfect getaway destination. Holiday Wonders offers the most value-packed 17-day fully inclusive Grand Pacific holiday package. Fly direct from Adelaide with Air New Zealand and tour both the North and South Islands with meals, accommodation and endless highlights. Enjoy over $1,000 per couple in bonus value and a $200 per person discount. Regular departures available from September 2024 to May 2025. holidaywonders.com.au.
Hi, I'm Jo. I'm a registered nurse and I work with St Louis Home Care as a clinical care coordinator.
St Louis was started by my great-grandmother and is one big happy family with lovely staff just like Jo.
The people that work for St Louis are very loving and caring.
Whether it's personal care, preparing meals, shopping, home maintenance or social activities, we help people stay at home for longer.
If you're interested, come and join us.
Google St Louis Home Care today.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA, always Adelaide.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
And we are live on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream now, so jump on and have a look because we have a big final hour of the show to come. You have your final chance today to win tickets to the St Kilda and Richmond game at Norwood Oval on Sunday afternoon. You have one more chance today to win a double pass. You have to keep an eye open. I keep getting that wrong today. You have to keep listening. And when you hear a sound that you would hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival, give me a call. It's 8223 0000. When you hear a sound that you might hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival, give me a call. Get it right, you're going to the game. It's as easy as that. These are tickets that money cannot buy. They sold out in record time, so there's none of them left. The only option to get tickets is to call me today. Keep an ear out for that sound. 8223 0000 is the number to call because you might need it for this.
Pasco, Pasco, can you turn it off and then can you turn it on again? Hey!
Richard Pasco, Adelaide Tech Guy, is in the studio. Thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialists. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Stacey. Isn't it good? Adelaide is so alive. I saw 2 Carlton supporters walking up by the trams in King William Street this morning.
It's so good. I know. I was down in the mall today, saw the huge footy. It'll be
great.
After 3:30, you'll hear about what's happening in the mall in regards to Gather Round as well, because there's so much going on.
There is.
So we'll tell you what's happening after 3:30 as well. It's a very exciting
Great time to be in Adelaide.
Mm-hmm. Now, we want to talk about buying a new Android iPhone.
It's on an iPhone.
Be wary.
Android phone.
What's it called?
So, yeah, good luck buying an Android iPhone. I've got to say, in China, you can do that.
Really?
Yes. It's not an iPhone. It's not an Android. It's an Android phone that looks like an iPhone on there. So, yeah. So, a lot of all our Android friends out there, we get people who go along the spot from one Android phone to another. Now, I'm starting to get lots of, say this very tactfully, lots of complaints that certain retailers out there and certain phone manufacturers are not interested anymore in transferring your data from one phone to another.
Oh.
And we're seeing a lot of instances now where things are not going quite right. So I just want to flag a couple of things now. I'll put all this is up on my website, by the way. I'll put all the explanations about this for it. So if you switch from one brand to another, I had a client yesterday went from an Oppo phone to a Samsung phone, has had no end of trouble when they were in a certain store in Adelaide. And it ended up, because when you go in and they transfer the stuff over, sometimes if the people in there don't know what they're doing, they're going to ask you for all your passwords. Now, that's red flag probably number one for me as far as that's concerned. And this poor person was in there. There ended up being 5 shop assistants standing around trying to get this woman's stuff off one phone to another phone.
So should you never have to give your password to someone?
Sometimes you do, but just be aware if you go along and have to give the password in, you might want to go along and change it when you go home.
Yes.
But 5 people standing around says to me they had no idea what they were doing as far as this was concerned. So, the poor woman got very distressed about all of this. So, you've just got to be aware that in some cases it's an easy job, right? In some cases, if they start to go, we'll try and we'll do our best, for it, they're red flags for me. If you walk in and everybody who's got an Android phone has a Gmail address, make sure you know your password for your Gmail account. And I had somebody 2 weeks ago, as soon as I walked in, they said, we'll give you another Gmail account. Everything will be fine. Which is not the correct way to do it, because you've got your Gmail account, you want to swap it over to a brand new phone, just bring it all over. You don't need another Gmail account. So they were taking the quick way out, set it all up, bring over some stuff, and it's all done for you. So I get calls from people, and I'm not saying ring me to do this. I do it for people, but talking to other people in the industry as well, there's getting to be a flood of things. They don't want to do it. Sell you a phone, not a problem at all. And there are lots of good retailers out there who will go along and do all of this for you. But if you struggle to go along and get it done, don't go to the store for this.
So is there a bit of advice there if you say, can you help me transfer it onto the new phone, and they hesitate or are unsure?
Start to and ah.
It's best not to?
Pick the phones up and say, I'll get somebody else to go along and do it. Now, for the Android people out there, there is an app from Google called Google One. Now, Google One costs you about $25 a year. You install it on your phone, backs everything up. It's like, for the Apple people out there, it's like iCloud backup for things.
Right.
It backs up your apps. It backs up all your data. It takes your passwords, everything, backs them all up. When you buy a new Android phone, you go along, you sign in with your Google One account. It will say, do you want us to bring everything over for you? Yes, I do. Easiest way to do it.
Yep.
Now, why these numpties didn't do it the other day for this poor woman, I don't know. But it's a bit of a minefield, out there for people. So, just be careful. And again, she was really concerned because 5 people, and they were asking for passwords for everything, all her email accounts. And when they couldn't get her telco account for her email over, they said it's a Microsoft problem. You're going to have to ring Microsoft. And again, that's good luck ringing Microsoft, because they don't really want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, no.
All
right.
Just be really careful out there, people. And as I said, I've condensed all this down. There's a detailed post up on my website at adelaidetechguide.com.au.
There you go. Good advice. All right, if you're out there with an Android, that is something to be wary of. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Richard will be taking your questions after this.
AFL Gather Round is rolling back into South Australia this weekend.
And Timmy, we just can't wait to be part of this action, and we'll be live this Thursday night right out the front of the Adelaide Oval from 4 p.m, right before the opening game between the Crows and the Demons.
Then David and I will be live on Friday morning from 6 a.m. from the Macca's Footy Festival in Elder Park, so come on down and be part of the show.
There's a Big Mac for every kind of hungry. Macca's, official partners for AFL Gather Round.
This doesn't sound like a conference. This doesn't sound like a work trip. And this doesn't sound like team building. Because conferences and events sound different with Discovery Events. With amazing venues in special places across Australia, including Adelaide Hills, Victor Harbour, Nagambie Lakes, Rottnest Island and Byron Bay. Sound great? Visit discoveryevents.com.au, your destination for premier venues in unique locations across Australia.
When you die, who gets what? Will your kids or relatives argue over your estate? Will your beneficiaries be protected? Will your estate be tax effective? Will your wishes be respected and carried out? Speak with Donlan Lawyers now for peace of mind. Donlan Lawyers for wills and estate planning. Visit donlanlawyers.com. That's donlanlawyers.com.
Thinking about a solar battery? Don't wait. Connect with NRG Solar and bring home a solar battery with a rock-solid 10-year warranty. Use the energy you generate during the day. Store some for later, reducing reliance on energy providers and putting money back in your pocket. See NRG Solar in their new premises at St Mary's. Bigger place, better space, some amazing people. Visit NRG Solar now at 1275 South Road or call 1300 858 160.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Phillips Kia. If you're in the market for a new car, you can't go past Kia at SA's #1 Kia dealership, Wayne Phillips Kia. We've got a huge range on display now with electric vehicles including the high-performance EV6 and the just-released EV9, a simply amazing large SUV. If you already own a Kia, book it in for service into our new state-of-the-art service centre at Lonsdale. Mention this ad and you'll get a free car wash with your service. At SA's #1 Kia dealership for the past 8 years, Wayne Phillips Kia, Main South Road, Ranella.
Hi, I'm Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop Real Estate. Since March 2020, the value of an average home in Adelaide South has grown by $288K, in the north $243K, and in the west by $273K. And the median price in central Adelaide and the hills has soared by $358K. From Westbourne Park to Windvale, from Kensington Park to Kilkenny, we've led the charge with 52 suburb records, more than any other agency in South Australia. Go to toop.com.au to find out more.
Send me more pics, but unzip all the way.
Hey, who's sending you pics?
Whoa, hey, don't open that.
Once you've seen an Austrac camper, you'll just want one.
Austrac!
Austrac!
Austrac Campus!
There's a lot to love about learning just about anything with WEA. Real-time, face-to-face learning with like-minded people. WEA has 22 language courses on offer and over 80 cooking and wine appreciation courses. Visit wea-sa.com.au.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
19 minutes past 3 here on 5AA, and we are in the middle of Tech Talk with Richard Pascoe, thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialists. 8223 is the number to call if you've got a question for Richard. And let's go to Greg in Elizabeth Downs. Hi, Greg.
Hi, yeah, g'day guys. G'day, Richard.
Hi, Greg.
Just got a question about ISPs. When you're using an email address with a certain internet service provider, you're sort of stuck with them if you use that email address for everything.
That's right.
And I'm about to get transferred over to the messaging company.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering that once they are handling all my emails, does that mean I'm no longer tied to the old IINet?
No, you are. You're still tied to them. So what IINet and TPG and Internet have done, they've farmed that part off. There is still that relationship there with the messaging company, and you know it's just a name. So you won't have to change any email settings, but it will still be tied to those companies.
Right. So if I then go and say try and change to a different internet service provider, I'll lose that email address.
You will.
Right. So they're having their cake and eating it too.
They always have, Greg. So what I would say is, transition to a Gmail address.
Yeah, well that's easier said than done when you've got 50 different
Subscription.
sort of online.
Greg, I understand your pain, but so many people have done it now.
Right. Okay. Could I just ask another question, if that's possible?
Yeah. Yep.
When you're scrolling through your contacts list on your phone and you flick it down to go right down to the bottom or whatever, I used to have the letters would appear on the right-hand side and you could stop it on the right letter for someone's name.
Yeah.
But since the last few months, since I did a software update, I now just have little dots, and I basically have to guess.
What phone have you got? Greg?
Samsung A31.
To be an update with them.
Right, so there's no setting I can change to get it back.
Not off the top of my head, Greg. I'll take it on board and see if I can find an answer to you for next week, all right?
Okay. All
Thanks
right,
for the
thank
call,
you.
Greg.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Greg.
it. That's Greg in Elizabeth Downs. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Let's go to Henry. Henry's on the phone. Hi, Henry.
Hi, Richard.
Henry.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
I was just listening to your all the information you've been giving out. Very, very good. I've got a Google phone, and you were just saying a moment ago I can install a Google One app.
That's right.
Which would sort of give me all my memories and passwords and all that sort of stuff.
Have you got a
so
Pixel?
What about, yes, Pixel 4.
The Pixel 4. Yep.
Yes.
I reckon it's already included in the Pixel.
Okay. Okay. So just curiosity, if it is or if it isn't, if my phone was stolen, is that information accessible? Can somebody drag that out?
No.
No. Okay.
So, you've got a password on the front of your phone?
Yes.
That you haven't given to everybody, have you?
Correct. No,
Right,
not yet.
so-
I can. If I tell you on the radio, would you tell anybody?
It'd just be between Stacey and I. It'd be okay. So, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
okay.
you're pretty secure. All right?
Yeah, it's a good phone. Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you very
Henry.
much, Richard.
Thanks for the call, Henry. Appreciate it. Let's go to Regit in Port Pirie. Hi, Regit.
Hello.
How you going?
Yeah, hello, Richard. It's Brigitte in Port Pirie.
Hello.
I just have a query. I'm looking for a new computer. Mine is 7 years old, and it's so slow. I'm just wondering if you could recommend any particular sort.
Probably my favourites at the moment are, you want a Windows computer, don't you?
Yep.
Yep. The HP for round about $1,000, $1,200.
1,000, right.
All right. Get one with 16 gig of RAM, though.
16 gigs of RAM. Right. I've got a HP, but he's a bit slow now.
Yeah, but it's also, how old? 7 years old?
Yep.
Yep. So in computer years, right, you know how we say it's 7 years is 1 year for dogs?
Yes.
Right, it's 15 years for every year.
Oh, right. Oh.
So it's on a Zimmer frame. It's on a Zimmer frame at the moment. And I'm not upsetting people with Zimmer frames, all right? I'm just trying to put something out there, all right?
Yep. Yep. Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah, 16 gig of RAM though, Regit, okay?
Yep. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for the call. Thank you. That's Brigitte in Port Pirie. Let's go to Jason in Salisbury East. Hello, Jason.
Oh, bloody hell, my desktop's 11 years old.
Yeah, I thought it was Jason with the 11-year-old desktop. You've been ringing me up about this for years, Jason.
Oh, shall I? I've got a big problem, mate.
Oh, no.
I transferred from my old office program to their subscription service, 365.
Yes.
Download the call, the installation thing, run that, beautiful.
Yeah.
Up comes saying install or download the apps. So I took the desktop apps, not the mobile ones at the moment, because I'm doing on my desktop.
Yeah.
Right, up comes your call where it's going to back up. I made sure I ticked everything. Okay, I did. My documents come over. I go into Outlook, which is the old Outlook program. She said, don't delete the old one until you
That's
know.
right, yeah.
Go in there. No message in there, and there's nowhere I can find any other messages in the OneDrive and that either. It did ask me to create a password for the folder, and so when I go into Outlook on the old program, I ask for that password there because I go into OneDrive, like I said, on the cloud, and no, it's got a vault there and other stuff.
But it's got nothing to do with OneDrive.
You mean?
Right, so you're saying you open up OneDrive after you've downloaded the new Outlook.
I downloaded the OneDrive software.
Yeah, but you don't. But it's got nothing to do with Outlook.
I know, but where's the messages gone? That's all I know.
Where have your emails gone?
Yeah, email site. Yeah.
Right, so the emails are going to be one or two spots. They're either going to be in your documents folder under OneDrive, or they're going to be under. Hold on for the ride here. C drive, users, apps which you'll have to unhide to go along and see, and then there is Microsoft Outlook.
Yeah, my documents are in my document folder on OneDrive.
So you've got a PST file in there.
I'm not sure. I go into the OneDrive and there's...
I understand that, Jason, but you're looking in the wrong spot, Jason.
Right. So,
Give me a ring off air and I'll talk you through it.
Okay, beautiful.
All right? Thanks, Jason. We'll put you back
Jason.
to Lucy.
Thanks for the call. We'll put you back to Lucy and we'll get you in touch with Richard off air because that's all we have time for today, Richard.
Very good.
A couple of texts came through that I'm seeing now. Give us a call next week.
That's it.
Same time next week between 3 and 3:30. Richard's in the studio answering questions. 8223 0000. There you go.
That's it. Have a happy gather round.
Yes, I will. And to you.
And to go Port.
Yes, go for it. I know. It'll be a good game. See you, Richard. Thank you. That's Richard Pascoe, Adelaide tech guy, as I say, in the studio every, what day is it? Wednesday. Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. Yes, it is a Wednesday today. Every Wednesday between 3 and 3:30. 8223 0000 is the number to call, and that is the number you'll need because in the next half hour, I have your final chance to win a double pass to Richmond and St Kilda at Norwood Oval on Sunday afternoon. Your chance is coming up soon.
AFL Gather Round returns to Adelaide this weekend. To celebrate, KG and Cornsey are taking the Saturday morning sports show on the road. Live from the Barker Hotel this Saturday from 9 a.m. Make sure you stop by and take in all the pre-match atmosphere before the Sydney Swans and West Coast Eagles clash at Summit Oval in Mount Barker. It's all thanks to the Barker Hotel and FIVEAA. Always Adelaide. Try the Barker's spacious bistro, lounge and bars for quality food and family fun in Mount Barker. Book at thebarkerhotel.com.au.
So, this weekend, Mum wants to go furniture shopping. She's got the full list. Wants to go to Beds and Dreams, Fantastic Furniture, Snooze, Our Furniture Warehouse, Oz Design. It's a big list.
Oh, just take her to Jeps Cross Home HQ.
Yeah, but she also wants to get new carpet and curtains for the shack.
Yeah, Jeps Cross Home HQ. There's a carpet court, Discount City Carpets, Solomon Flooring, Luxaflex.
Since when did you get so good at shopping?
Oh, take her to Craft Coffee Cafe while you're there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no need to rush back. With your mean mum.
Join over 60,000 Adelaide homes and say yes to lowering your energy bills with Yes, your energy saving solutions. To beat the summer heat, Yes can connect you with a new air conditioner thanks to the SA government initiative called REPS. Yes is offering eligible concession households a fully installed 2.6 kilowatt Rinnai system for only $8.99. Yes, $8.99. For T's and C's on this unbeatable offer from Your Energy Saving Solutions, go to yess.net.au.
Hey you. Right now you're listening to a radio ad about DAB Plus radio on the radio. Think about it. It's like the cells inside your brain that's inside your head that's on top of your body are informing you that you can listen to this station in digital quality on a DAB Plus radio for free or on a smart speaker. Discover the auditory awesomeness of more radio within the radio. Search DAB Plus and listen now.
Jayco's Mega Easter stock sale is now on. Hop on down for exciting deals on all MY23 Jayco dealer stock. Save across the range. There's never been a better time to jump in a Jayco. Visit Jayco Adelaide today. Ends soon.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. At least 4 people are dead after a quake clocking in at over 7 on the Richter scale rocked Taiwan. Israel says an airstrike in Gaza, which killed an Australian aid worker, was a case of mistaken identity. A major US study has found people who vape are almost 20% more likely to develop heart failure. And in sport, Western Bulldog Tom Liberatore has signed on for a 15th season in 2025. The 5AA forecast, a light shower or two clearing this afternoon, partly cloudy tomorrow, 22. Right now, it's 20. We'll have more news at 4 and as it happens on 5AA.
FIVEAA! Fiji is on sale. For a limited time, you can fly to Fiji and beyond with award-winning Fiji Airways and Save. Fares start from a low $624 return. If you've been dreaming about a tropical getaway, now's the time to go. Fiji, where you want to be. But hurry, it's only on sale for a limited time. Book now at FijiAirways.com or call your travel agent today. Conditions apply.
What starts with A and ends with E? It's for you and me.
Live life to the full with Arbor Vitae, the anti-inflammatory supplement made from natural ingredients. Arbor Vitae provides relief from the symptoms of mild arthritis and joint pain. It helps maintain healthy blood glucose and cholesterol levels and improves cognitive performance. For Tracy from New South Wales, Arbor Vitae has saved her career. She's a cake maker by trade and suffered with sore hands for years. After trying Arbor Vitae, all her pain disappeared, and she thanks Arbor Vitae for saving her career. Arbor Vitae health supplements are now on sale at Chemist Warehouse, Australia's cheapest chemist. arborvitae.com.au. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Always local. 5AA. Always Adelaide.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
28 minutes to 4 here on 5AA, and that means you have 28 more minutes to win a double pass to St Kilda and Richmond at Norwood Oval on Sunday afternoon. You've got to listen out for a sound that you might hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival, because the festival's back and it's free entry. It's on all day on Sunday. Free entry along the parade. If you're going to the game, make sure you get to the festival beforehand or afterwards. And even if you're not going to the game, it'll be a really good vibe. So get down there. But if you do want to go, keep listening. 8223 0000 is the number to call when you hear a sound that you would hear at the Food and Wine Festival. If you want to send me a text about anything you've heard on the program today, or if there's something on your mind and you want to get it off, 0448 08 13 95 is the number. You can always get in touch on the text line as well. Otherwise, 8223 0000 is the best number to use. Well, if you're walking around the city over the next few days, you will notice so many activations taking place for AFL Gather Round this weekend. And specifically, if you're going through Rundle Mall, you'll notice something to do with footy boots. So I thought, who better to talk about it than Libby Birch, AFLW player for North Melbourne and also a Rebel ambassador. She joins you now. Hi, Libby.
Hi, Stace. How are you?
Yeah, good. Are you excited to get to Adelaide?
Yeah, I'm so stoked. I'll be heading on a very early flight tomorrow morning, and I'll be at Rundle Mall full of hopefully everyone's bringing their, I guess, pre-loved boots to donate to the communities, because this is such a special initiative by Rebel.
Yes, okay. So it's called Reboot Your Boots. Tell us about it.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It's probably I've been with Rebel a long time now, and it's probably one of my favourite activations and initiatives that they've driven, and it's all during Gather Round at Rundle Mall. You bring in your pre-loved boots. Everyone's got a pair. I've packed my suitcases full of old boots, and what they're going to do is they're working with the AFL and Tread Lightly to reboot your boots, and they're going to donate these pre-loved boots to communities in need, particularly in the Northern Territory and regional communities. And I'm just so stoked about this initiative, because Rebel's all about promoting and encouraging grassroots sport participation and helping young Australians on all corners of our country to enjoy sport. And I just am so stoked to be a part of this launch.
Yeah, I can imagine. And so do they get a bit of a clean up? Because to be honest, I've seen some of my husband's old footy boots. I'm not sure anyone would be wanting to wear them.
Yeah, well, I'm the same, Stacey. Mine are full of green and a little bit of mud, but I guess the beauty of pre-loved boots is that this company, Tread Lightly, is going to make them loved again and make them special for all those communities in need. And again, we're going to be helping young Australians to participate in more sport, in more footy, and I just think that's a fantastic initiative by the AFL and by Rebel. So please, if you've got a pair of old boots, bring them to Rundle Mall. And you've also got the chance to win 2 grand final tickets at the end of the year for the 2024 Toyota AFL Grand Final. So if you donate, you can actually go in for a major draw prize.
All right. So if you come down and you bring some boots, does everyone's name go into the draw for that?
Absolutely. So extra incentive.
Oh, and I'm just reading it. 2 tickets, flights, accommodation for the grand final. Oh, accommodation as well, because that's pricey if you ever go to Melbourne for the grand final.
Will you be able to come down, Stacey? We'd love to see you there.
I'll come down. I'll find some old boots. I have some. Do you know I have some footy boots that I used twice for a charity football match and a training session just before it, and I feel bad that they're still sitting in my cupboard, and I'm not sure they'll ever get a run again, so I might bring them down. I actually bought the kids' ones because I've got little feet, so they're like bright pink and green, so they're perfect.
I'm exactly the same. I've got a very size small foot, and if you can bring them down between Thursday and Sunday, but to anyone out there, it's just a fantastic initiative, and we're all supporting grassroots participation, and what better week to do it than in Gather Round and in Adelaide.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a great cause. Thank you so much for telling us about it, Libby.
Thanks so much for having me.
And while you're down in Rundle Mall, you will see so much else going on because there are so many things happening in the mall for Gather Round this weekend. Who better to tell us about it than Andrew White, Executive Manager of Rundle Mall. Andrew, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
I was down in the mall this morning and I saw the huge footy right next to our pigeon, the famous pigeon, my favourite of the Rundle Mall statues. Sorry to the mall's balls, but the pigeon's definitely my favourite. Overlooking the huge 10-metre footy. It's looking good.
Yep, absolutely. Footy fever is on us, and Rundle Mall is fully embracing AFL Gathered Round. So we've got, like you said, our giant inflatable Sharon footy right next to the pigeon, but we've also got our AFL live site there as well, which is full of interactive sort of games and competitions. We'll have player appearances. If you miss out on tickets for one of the games, we're playing every single game across the weekend live in the Gawler Place canopy at our footy bar. You can also get yourself a glass of Molly Duca wines there as well. So it's just set to be a massive week for us.
Oh, and I saw the little Molly Duca bar there this morning. Of course, it was a bit early for a wine, but that is I think it's my favourite South Australian winery. It's where I got married, so I saw it and went, "Oh, great."
Well, it's always nighttime somewhere across the world. So having a glass of wine whilst watching the footy seems like a pretty good time to me. But it is set to be one of our busiest weeks of the year, and it's just really important for our retailers. They love it, and most importantly, we've got extended trading hours, so we're shopping right through till 7 p.m. on Saturday. So come in for a shop and eating and drinking, all before heading off to the Adelaide Oval for a game.
All right, and so is that just for Saturday? Because Friday night's late night shopping already, is it?
Yeah, that's right. So as normal, come in on Friday for all the shopping you want, and we'll be live then. But also on Saturday, come in until 7 p.m. And I think it's just great because we're going to have, in the order of sort of 40,000 tourists coming in from interstate, and they'll be all around the CBD. So they love to get amongst it as well.
I know. There's just so much happening. And so I saw that little tent next to the big footy this morning. What was it? There were games in there people were doing. Was it a handball challenge or something?
Yeah,
there was something going on. Something I looked at and went, I'm not sure I'd be any good at that.
Well, there's a lot going on there. Yep. So there's a handball challenge. There's also one, the highest jump, so you can test how high you can jump. I'm not going to give that one a go because I don't want to embarrass myself. But there's plenty to see and do. And as I said, there'll be sort of player appearances. We're not sure exactly who it's going to be yet, but there's going to be player appearances as well. So lots of meeting and greeting going on. But yeah, just a good time for all.
Yeah. Oh, and look, there's so many players here in Adelaide at the moment. They'll probably just be walking through the mall doing their shopping. So maybe not even an official player meet and greet. They'll probably just be doing their shopping, I reckon. You can just run into them all through the mall.
Absolutely. I've seen half a dozen already this morning. So, they're certainly getting out and about and, embracing Rundle Mall. And, I'm biased, but to me, it's the best in the country. And I think we're putting on a hell of a show.
Yep. Looking forward to it, Andrew. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's Andrew White, the Executive Manager of Rundle Mall. 19 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. So that's what's happening in the mall for the Gather Round weekend. Norwood Food and Wine Festival is on Sunday as well. You have one more chance today to win a double pass to that game on the parade on Sunday. It's Richmond and St Kilda. It's been sold out for weeks. I think it was one of the first to sell out. It was really, really quick for the tickets to be sold out. So this is your only chance to win them here on the afternoon's program on 5AA. And coming up before 4 o'clock, your last chance for the day. I think I have some more tomorrow. But you don't want to wait till tomorrow. You want to get in and you want to get it done early and you want to tick it off your to-do list. So you want to get them in today. 8223 0000 is the number to call when you hear a sound that you might hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival.
New to 5AA Breakfast in 2024, Jade Robrin will be reporting live from the streets of Adelaide. If it's happening in our city, Jade will be there giving us all the details. Jade Robrin, cruising Adelaide streets in her Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace, searching for breaking news thanks to Dutton's Volkswagen.
Stay safe and secure with Care Alert's GPS personal alarm. If an emergency happens, just press the SOS button to call for help. And at the same time, it will send your exact location via SMS to your emergency contacts. The Care Alert also has fall detection, and you can even speak through your pendant. All for just $379 with free programming and delivery included. Contact Care Alert on 1300 75 85 95 or visit carealert.com.au.
When you're gone, who gets the things most precious to you? Like your highly valued comic book collection or your 1976 Tirana in mint condition. If you don't have a will, you'll never know. Donlan Lawyers specialise in wills and estate planning. From the simplest to the most complex, Donlan Lawyers will give effect to your wishes. For wills and estate planning, visit donlanlawyers.com. Hindmarsh Square, Adelaide, and Ocean Street, Victor Harbour.
NRG Solar have moved to a new location. It's bigger and better, and their new warehouse is fully stocked with wholesale solar and battery equipment. So, if you're looking to save money on electricity and help our environment, don't wait. Visit NRG Solar at their new office on South Road, St Mary's, where every 3 customers refer someone they know, which means they must be doing something right. Call into NRG Solar at their new premises, 1275 South Road, or visit nrgsolar.com.au.
Hi, it's Wayne from Wayne Phillips Kia. If you're in the market for a new car, you can't go past Kia at SA's #1 Kia dealership, Wayne Phillips Kia. We've got a huge range on display now with electric vehicles including the high-performance EV6 and the just-released EV9, a simply amazing large SUV. If you already own a Kia, book it in for service into our new state-of-the-art service centre at Lonsdale. Mention this ad and you'll get a free car wash with your service. At SA's #1 Kia dealership for the past 8 years. Wayne Phillips Kia, Main South Road, Ranella.
Why pick one city, one beach, one restaurant, or one view? With Celebrity Cruises, you can have it all. Explore the best of Australia, New Zealand, Europe, and Asia on ships that are destinations themselves. And now get 75% off your second guest, plus bonus savings on select dates. See celebrity.com/au, call 1800 003 002, or contact your travel advisor.
From landing your first job, applying for a home loan, or funding that retirement renovation, there are moments in life when super plays its part. Sometimes they're obvious, sometimes not. But when your super moment arrives, it makes sense to be with a long-term top performer like Australian Super. It's Australian, it's super, and it's yours. Balanced option compared to super ratings SR50 60 to 76 index to December 31, 2023. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future returns. Read the PDS and TMD at australiansuper.com.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
It's 3:45 here on 5AA. Stay listening for a sound that you might hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival before 4 o'clock. Ring me when you hear it. Tell me what the sound is, and you could have a double pass to the St Kilda and Richmond match at Norwood Oval on Sunday afternoon. Now, gather round weekend this weekend. Everyone's excited, in good spirits. And as we know, it's Victorian school holidays right now. So I think we'll be getting a large number of visitors from over the border. Our school holidays here in SA start soon, though. And I don't know what it's like in your house. Is it a good time? Is it a bit of a stressful time? I'm sure you enjoy the kids or the grandkids being home for a few extra hours during the day, at least for the most part, maybe. But school holidays can be tough in some households across South Australia, and one South Australian charity needs your help. Ian Steele is the founder of Kickstart for Kids and joins you now. Good afternoon, Ian. Thanks for your time.
Hi, Stacey. Thanks for having me.
So Kickstart for Kids needs some clothing donations urgently. What do you need?
Yes, that's right. So we run something called Camp Kickstart every school holidays, which looks after some real kickstart for kids, if you like, and gives them something to do during the school holidays. And during those camps, we run something called a pop-up shop, where these beautiful kids who really have nothing, and I'm talking about nothing, Stacey. We're talking about kids that come to school with no socks, with their toes sticking out the end of their shoes. They come to camp in the winter with only summer clothes. Nothing fits them. Some of the kids have never even experienced a pair of undies before. So we run something called a pop-up shop where we give them new clothing, and the kids come in to a big hall, and it's like going into a department store, and we have some beautiful volunteers that grab each child at a time, and they get to pick a colour, pick clothes that they like, and then we put it all in a backpack, and they get it to take it home for the next term. So we're going out looking for new clothing, Stacey, only new. We don't take any second-hand clothing.
Well, fair enough if you're asking for undies and socks, I guess. And I mean, not all new clothing is expensive these days. So
No, of course, Stacey. You can go down to Kmart and Target. You can buy some, and you can buy new shoes for like $8.
Yeah.
Our beautiful Kickstart kids who really get nothing, they deserve to have the the ability and the joy of brand new clothes. So we're looking at for clothing for primary school kids between the ages of 5 and 12, and it can be delivered to our warehouse, which is at 87 James Melrose Road, Nova Gardens.
And is it for winter clothes, heading into winter, or anything really?
Yeah, no, winter clothing would be great. So obviously we've got a couple of winter terms coming up, so we want to keep the kids nice and warm.
And how many kids do you have coming to the school holiday camp this year?
Probably about 300. So we run a number of camps around Adelaide. So there's about 300 in total going to the camps this school holidays. It's going to be great.
Do they come for the whole 2 weeks, or just for a couple of days at a time?
Just a week. Yeah, just a week at a time. And it's a day camp. It's not a night camp. And if you can imagine, you know what kids are like leading up to school holidays. They get so excited. But the kids that we work with have got nothing to look forward to, really. And, they're sitting next to some of their peers, and their peers are really excited about school holidays. And our kids are going, well, I'm not going to be doing anything, and I might be at risk of being at home. So we like to fill their school holidays full of, movies and going to the pool and going to the beach and all the things that kids look forward to.
Yeah, I know. I used to look forward to school holidays, and most years I try and donate to the Christmas tree giving appeal at Christmas time, getting a present for someone and leaving it at a tree. So hopefully, if there's anyone out there and they can spare anything, a few dollars on some clothes, they'll be needed.
Right. Absolutely, you can donate through our website, or just drop some clothes off at our warehouse.
Thanks, Ian. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks, Stacey. Good on you.
That's Ian Steele from Kickstart for Kids. So, if you can donate anything, now's a really good time to be able to do it. It's 10 minutes to 4. Wonder what that was. It's a short one. You might need to listen closely. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. Let's see where the sport boys are, because Sam Tugwell is not here in the studio with me. Sam, where are you?
Stacey, I'm the only one here, but never fear. Rowie and Timmy G aren't far away because that's what I'm having to run with at the minute. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm seeing Timmy G walk up the Glenelg steps. We are at Glenelg Oval today for our sports show because the Adelaide Crows are one of the few teams training today ahead of course, tomorrow's Gather Round opener at Adelaide Oval. So they are training. It's an open training session for those who would like to come along, maybe after work, bring the kids along. 5 p.m. to about 5:45. The A's will be on the track. I saw the sample group training just moments ago. They'll have a clinic very shortly as well, which will be fantastic for some of the kids around Adelaide who are big Crows fans wanting to see some of their stars. So it's a really cool environment, nice, and a little bit of atmosphere already starting to build this afternoon.
Yeah, nice. And we can see it on the Foodland Supermarkets Facebook and YouTube live stream. We can see you there, and I can see Timmy G's just rocked up, so at least you'll have 2/3 of the show.
Oh, I mean, if Rowie can just get here on time, that would just be, that would make my day at least a little bit easier. But no, Stacey, we will be here from 4 o'clock. Hopefully you can join us.
All right, sounds good, Sammy. Thank you. Have fun. That's Sam Tugwell, Rowie and Timmy G with you from 4 for the sports show. They're at Glenelg Oval for the Crows Open training session this afternoon. All right, that's the sound you heard. Let's see if Clara in Payneham South knows what it is. Hello, Clara.
Hi, Stacey. How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry. Do you mind playing that sound again for me?
I'll play it again for you.
Thank you.
It's a short one.
Yeah.
I'll go one more time. It's a sound you might hear at the Norwood Food and Wine Festival, Clara.
Okay. Okay. Is that a bottle being opened or?
It's
untwined.
What else? What else would potentially be opened? Hold on, just listen again, Clara. Listen again. Something that has two noises when you open it. What else might potentially be opened at a food and wine festival? Do you think?
A takeaway pack.
Takeaway pack of
food.
Clara, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No,
I can't give it
that's
to
fine.
you.
You are trying. Thank you so much,
sorry.
Stacey.
Thanks for
Thank
trying.
you. It's all good. All good. Thank
Okay,
you.
let's go to James in Black Forest. Maybe he'll have more luck. Hi, James.
Hi, how you going?
Good. I'll play it again for you. What do you think?
Look, I was listening to the last one where you were like giving those hints and tips, and I was like, takeaway container or something. But it's like, my first thought was the opening of a soft drink can.
Okay. The opening of I don't know, would you say a can?
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe a can of Pirate Life South Coast Pale Ale?
Oh my God, no way. That is one of my favourites. Don't say it is.
Well, James, it might be one of your favourite beers, and it's definitely going to be a favourite because you've won the tickets.
Oh, my God. I tell you what, my friend is a massive St Kilda supporter, and he wasn't able to get tickets, so this is going to mean the world to him. Oh, my goodness.
Because they sold out in record time.
They did, and we tried to get some of the re-ticketed ones that came out recently, and no, couldn't get anything.
No
so.
luck.
This is amazing.
You're in luck today, James.
Oh, that is brilliant.
What's your friend's name?
Damien. Damien Rolls.
Damien. All right, Damien, you owe James probably a 6-pack of Pirate Life South Coast Pale Ale, I reckon, in case. Potentially a case.
That's going to go down well during the game, that's for sure.
Well, James, don't just go for the game. Make sure you check out the Norwood Food and Wine Festival too, because it's back this year.
That is the plan now, 100%. Thank you.
Good. It's free entry, so make sure you head down to the parade before the game and even after the game, depending on how you're feeling. They'll have the state's best wines, beers, spirit producers, a whole afternoon of it. So have fun.
Beautiful. Thank you very
Enjoy.
much.
We'll get your details to get those tickets out to you. It's James in Black Forest. That's all the tickets for today, but never fear. If you missed out today, we have more gather round tickets to that Sunday afternoon match at Norwood Oval tomorrow. I have 3 more double passes to give away tomorrow, so make sure you're listening tomorrow afternoon and you'll be in for a chance to win. That's for sure. That'll be fun. Make sure you stay listening. Thank you so much for your company this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for all of your calls and texts. I'll be back tomorrow from 1:30, but stay here right now because after the news, you'll have Sammy Tugwell, Timmy Ginniver and Stephen Rowe. They are live for the sports show down at Glenelg Oval. It's a Crows open training session, one of the only teams training today because, of course, they're playing tomorrow, the curtain raiser for Gather Round. I wonder if they can turn their luck around this year. I'm sure lots of Crows fans out there are certainly hoping they'll be able to. So make sure you stay here on 5AA to hear about everything that's going on down at Glenelg Oval this afternoon. Thanks for your company. I'll see you tomorrow.
Gather Round is here and Adelaide is buzzing.
What a start to Gather Round.
The Crows have not looked great so far this season.